baby of Salma Begum Laskar. This child presented to us with a very complicated cardiac condition. The heart was twisted, arteries were not formed, and the baby's blood supply to the lungs was depending on a small blood vessel which is called PDA. And somehow, when he reached us about 9 months old, his oxygen was almost minimal, say 50 to 60%. He was surviving by that small PDA. Now, this was an emergency. We had a detailed cardiac catheterization and investigation, and we felt that this child will need operation in multiple stages. So this planning is very important because in the long term, this child has to go through 3 major operations. The first stage of operation, which we did as a salvage by doing a shunt, which is a connection from the artery to the lungs, which increased his oxygen level, and we want to give some time for the lungs to grow and the child to grow so that he is ready for the next stage of operation in about 6 to 7 months time. I am very glad that this child has gone through the shunt operation very well, and his oxygen level is much better and he is more playful and growing.
A 9-month-old male child who was diagnosed to have corrected transposition of the great arteries with pulmonary atresia and had a duct dependent circulation with some MEPCAs, and saturations were pretty low in 60s 70s. So to salvage this child, the plan was to do a supply to the lungs, but it was evaluated that this child had a difficult rootability and 2 ventricle repair was not possible, and hence a palliative operation in the form of right modified Blalock toxic shunt using a 5 mm shunt was done, in which a graft was connected from the innominate artery to the right pulmonary artery. The saturation, which was down to 62-63, increased to 90% after the surgery. So this was a stopgap treatment of an operation which gave a good quality of oxygen to the child, making him better to grow, to decide for the further plan of action in due course of time.